know I can't take one more step towards you, 'cause all that's waiting is regret. And don't you know I'm not your ghost anymore? You lost the love I loved the most. I learned to live half alive, and now you want me one more time. And who do you think you are, running around leaving scars, collecting a jar of hearts and tearing love apart? You're gonna catch a cold from the ice inside your soul, so don't come back for me. Who do you think you are? I hear you're asking all around if I am anywhere to be found, but I have grown too strong to ever fall back in your arms. And I learned to live half alive, and now you want me one more time. And who do you think you are, running around leaving scars, collecting your jar of hearts and tearing love apart? You're gonna catch a cold from the ice inside your soul, so don't come back for me. Who do you think you are? And it took so long just to feel alright. Remember how to put back the light in my eyes. I wish I had missed the first time that we kissed, 'cause you broke all your promises, and now you're back. You don't get to get me back. And who do you think you are, running around leaving scars, collecting your jar of hearts and tearing love apart? You're gonna catch a cold from the ice inside your soul, so don't come back for me. Don't come back at all. And who do you think you are, running around leaving scars, collecting your jar of hearts, tearing love apart? You're gonna catch a cold from the ice inside your soul. Don't come back for me. Don't come back at all. Who do you think you are? Who do you think you are? Who do you think you are?
I wonder what invention Seanic has been working on lately. Oh my god! Seanic! Come on, Seanic, wake up! Ah! Seanic, what are you doing down here? Why were you on the floor? I thought you passed out or something! Seanic, is everything okay, Seanic?
No,
Is it your PTSD?
no, it was something else.
What is it, Seanic?
It's Samantha.
Samantha? What has this got to do with Samantha?
She broke up with me.
Oh god, that's horrible. Don't cry, Seanic. Everything's gonna be okay. Seanic, what are you doing? Put those pills down!
Sonic, leave me alone.
Are you insane? What kind of pills are those?
Cyanide.
You're not seriously gonna attempt suicide over this, are you?
I'm sorry, Sonic.
Seanic, no! Don't do this!
Samantha was everything to me. She was the first person I met before I attended college. She was the first girl I ever kissed. And not once did she come up to me and talk to me when I was suffering from PTSD. Not once! It's like she doesn't even care about me anymore. Didn't care that I was having panic attacks. Didn't care that I was going insane. Didn't care that I became suicidal. It feels like she doesn't want me to be alive again.
Why did she break up with you in the first place?
She just didn't see me as a boyfriend anymore. Our relationship just lost its spark for some reason. Now I'm stuck in the friend zone with no way out.
This is the worst year ever! Near-death experiences, PTSD, the Cruciatus curse, and my own girlfriend for 5 years just out of nowhere dumps me! I'm sure there's another girl out there somewhere.
What are you gonna do? Make me sign up for Tinder?
No, that's not what I'm trying to say.
Do what you want and say what you want. Me and Samantha are never getting back together. It's basically like you're a young man living at home with a happy family when out of nowhere the parents announce that they're separating. And your heart breaks, and you spend the next 2 years living with worsening depression. Can one have both PTSD and depression at the same time?
It might be possible.
Yeah, living with 2 mental illnesses at the same time. Depression and post-traumatic stress disorder. The next thing I know, I could develop something a whole lot worse.
I doubt that.
I am completely fucked up. In case you didn't hear me a few months back, insecure medicine does not work on mental illnesses. It's especially not gonna find me another girlfriend. Just because James Bond sleeps with other girls doesn't mean I should. Finding a girlfriend took me no effort. But now, the love of my life doesn't want to see me anymore. She's found another boyfriend, and she doesn't want to talk to me anymore. This really hurts me. Don't get me wrong. I don't want Samantha to die. I don't want to hurt her more than I already have.
You know, Seanic, I was kinda scared to ask Amy to be my girlfriend, since I know that she likes stalking me all those years.
This is not about Amy! Sorry. I wonder if there's another girl out there who could work well for me.
Don't worry, Seanic. You'll find someone. Just don't give up. How about this? I can call Jean, and the 3 of us can have lunch at one of your favorite places.
Just don't take me to Red Robin!
I wasn't going to. I was thinking a different place, like Chili's, or 99, or that new pizza place that opened recently.
That could work.
Thank you guys for inviting me here to have lunch with you guys. Now what's going on with Seanic?
You really don't want to know, Jean.
Samantha broke up with him.
Oh my gosh! I am so sorry to hear that, Seanic.
I've been depressed all day. I nearly attempted suicide before Sonic stopped me.
Seanic, no! You can't do that! Suicide is not going to fix any of this.
I have been through hell all year, and it's only getting worse.
Do we really need to tell you about all the shit that Seanic went through before the breakup?
Seanic already told me. A near-death experience, PTSD, and the Cruciatus curse, and you were almost choked to death.
I just want this year to be over.
It's almost over, Seanic.
But what about Samantha? She doesn't want to see me again. How and where am I supposed to find myself another girlfriend? Finding a date is not easy.
That usually depends on the person you're thinking about and how well you know that person.
For example, it took me a while to muster up the courage to ask Amy out. Are there any single girls here at this restaurant I could try talking to? What if I make a fool of myself?
You won't make a fool of yourself. It's in your blood.
A Harry Potter reference, really?
I had to, but it's true. I'm sure you will find the right girl eventually. You just need patience. And to just be yourself.
What the hell's going on out there?
Is that girl trying to kill herself? Seanic, where are you going?
Are you okay, Mish?
Why did you save me? I wanted that bus to hit me.
Wait, you were trying to kill yourself?
Yeah, I feel like nothing's going right for me anymore. I've been having a rough life for the past few months, and I was just ready to end it all.
Why were you trying to kill yourself?
Because my boyfriend dumped me.
That's horrible. Why would he do that?
I guess he didn't love me anymore. He'd prefer to be with another girl. And do you want to know what the worst part of all this is? I was dating this boy for almost a year, 8 months to be exact, and he just out of nowhere announces that he doesn't love me anymore.
Trust me, I know what that feels like. That doesn't mean you should kill yourself.
So anyway, thanks for saving my life. My name's Aurora.
Aurora?
Yeah, all the kids in middle school kept calling me Sleeping Beauty or Briar Rose, and it usually gets irritating.
I would imagine so.
And what's your name?
Seanic.
You're not, by any chance, related to Sonic the Hedgehog, are you?
Actually, yes. Sonic is my brother.
Nice. So anyway, I had to get back home now. Want me to give you my number?
Sure.
It was nice talking to you, Seanic.
It was nice talking to you, Aurora. Well. Looks like finding a girlfriend wasn't that difficult after all. What? No! All I did was save a girl from attempting suicide. If only she knew what I was going through. Maybe you could try to talk to her again later on. Did she give you her number? As a matter of fact, she did. I might give her a call tomorrow at some point. Although, it just doesn't feel the same not being with Samantha.
What's her name?
Aurora. That's a rather cute name. I think you and Aurora should get to know each other better. Maybe. I'll think about it. Well, that phone call went well. I think she's beginning to like me. She told me to meet her at her place down the street here. I wonder where the address is. Ah, here we go.
Oh, hey, Seanic.
Hey, Aurora, you look nice today.
Actually, I just finished brushing my hair. I just wanted to thank you again for saving my life.
It's no biggie. I just felt obligated to do a good deed by saving your life.
And now, I know that suicide is never the answer to anything. Want to come inside?
Sure. Are your parents home right now?
No, they're at work now. I've got the whole house to myself today.
You don't usually greet guests in a bathrobe, do you?
Not usually, but I was in the middle of brushing my hair by the time you rang the doorbell, and I wasn't fully dressed yet.
It's okay. That robe looks nice on you.
Thanks, Seanic. You're the first person who has ever commented on this. I mean, a robe is a robe. You know what I mean?
Here, actually, I need to go grab something at home. I'll be back in a few minutes.
Okay. I can see why he's related to Sonic. He's just as fast as him.
I'm back.
You have a bathrobe too?
Yeah, I've had it for a couple years now.
And is that your name on the chest?
Yeah, I ordered it that way. Also, do you find it interesting how you and I have matching colored bathrobes on?
Well, yeah, I kinda do. Have you had breakfast yet?
Not yet.
I don't have much in the kitchen, but hopefully it will do.
Do you have any bagels or English muffins?
Yes, I do. Would you like one?
Sure.
So tell me, Seanic, what do you like to do in your spare time other than stop people like me from attempting suicide?
Well, for one, I'm an inventor.
Nice. And do you have your own laboratory somewhere?
Actually, I do. And the way in is like some kind of secret entrance. For example, you scan your hand on a tree, and it opens up an elevator that's concealed within a tree.
Just like all those spy movies that I've seen.
Wait, spy movies? How many have you seen?
A lot of them. Mission Impossible, Kingsman, James Bond.
You know James Bond?
Of course I do. You know, Your voice kind of makes you sound like Sean Connery in a way. Is that why you're called Seanic?
Yeah, I was born with this mutation that makes me talk like Sean Connery. At the school I went to, only one person made fun of me for it. Only one.
I guess you and I have a lot in common, other than you and I having matching colored bathrobes by coincidence.
Weird, huh? That's just about as weird as Batman and Superman both having mothers named Martha.
Yeah, I didn't really get the whole scene in Batman v Superman.
My gosh, it seems that you like the same kind of movies that I like. First with the spy movies, and now Batman. What other films do you like? Star Wars?
Yeah?
Avengers?
Yeah?
Deadpool?
Funniest movie ever.
Logan?
I cried like a 2-year-old at the very end.
Monty Python and the Holy Grail?
One of the best.
Harry Potter?
I grew up with Harry Potter, man.
Lord of the Rings?
You shall not pass.
Fantastic Four?
No! That movie is garbage!
Yeah, tell me about it.
While I'm still recovering from the fact that my boyfriend broke up with me, it was nice chatting with you. Maybe later on you can show me around your lab and we can grab dinner someplace.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Seanic, what are you doing?
Nothing. What is it?
For some reason, it feels like I'm in a much better place than I was a few days ago.
Aw, shucks, I don't know what to say.
You don't need to say anything, Seanic. I just can't thank you enough for saving my life yesterday. If you hadn't been there to save my life, I wouldn't be smiling again. I hadn't smiled like this in a really long time. You're a really cool guy, Seanic. I'm glad we got a chance to talk again. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to go get dressed. After all, it's kind of getting a little warm in this robe.
Wait, mind if you and I take a selfie together, just so I can tell Sonic more about you?
Go right ahead.
So, see you tonight?
Okay, pick a place and time.
How about that Italian restaurant down the street? 8 o'clock?
Perfect, I'll see you then.
Okay.
Also, I think it would be kind of awkward for you to be walking home in your bathrobe.
Don't worry, Aurora. I'm used to it. Besides, I'm not too embarrassed to be showing off my bathrobe to people.
If you say so.
I'll see you tonight. Oh, wait, I'm getting ahead of myself.
Thanks for inviting me over here, Sonic!
Aren't you glad I asked you to bring your bathrobe here?
Yeah, that seems to be one of our favorite activities when we're together. Just lounge around in the living room in our bathrobes and just chatting.
I wonder how Sonic's date is going.
I heard that his girlfriend broke up with him. I'm so sorry to hear that. First, his chaos energy, then PTSD, then he gets tortured by Voldemort. And now, Sonic's heart is broken because Samantha broke up with him. I just want to give that poor guy a hug.
Sonic, did you go on an afternoon walk in your bathrobe again? Maybe. Also, how come Tails is here in his bathrobe? Are you hosting a slumber party without me?
No, Sonic just asked me to come over and to bring my bathrobe just to chill out for a few. I heard that Samantha broke up with you, Sonic. I'm so sorry to hear that.
It's okay, Tails. I think I found myself a new girlfriend.
You did? What's her name? What's her favorite movie? What color are her eyes?
Her name is Aurora, and she likes a lot of the same movies that I do. She has blue eyes, and I found out by coincidence that she and I have matching bathrobes.
How'd you meet her?
Let's just say that I stopped her from attempting suicide.
Oh my gosh!
Sonic was there. He saw everything. That's right, Sonic. So basically, Aurora walked out into the middle of the street, where she was almost hit by a bus, and Sonic saved her. Although I didn't quite understand why she wanted to attempt suicide in the first place. Her boyfriend had recently broken up with her, and she was super depressed.
Didn't Sonic tell me that you attempted suicide yesterday as well?
Yeah, I stopped him from swallowing cyanide pills, after I saw him pass out on the floor of his lab. But anyway, Aurora gave me her number, and I was just at her house, and I had some breakfast with her. And you decide to bring your bathrobe with you? What? She and I had matching robes, if you say so. And now, she and I planned a dinner date at that new Italian restaurant later tonight. And I'm gonna give her a tour of my lab afterwards. I'm so proud of you, Sonic. You learned to move on from Samantha. Yeah, but it's only the beginning. When am I gonna tell her the truth about myself? Also, I'm kinda scared to. What if she found out that I had PTSD? She'd probably think I'm crazy. I doubt that. This is why I'm nervous about making new friends. Especially if this new friend could be a potential new girlfriend for me. I don't want to fuck anything up. You won't fuck anything up, I promise you. If you say so. Also, what am I gonna wear to the dinner date? You can just come as you are. You mean in a bathrobe and slippers? No, of course not. Besides, who wears a bathrobe to a fancy restaurant? Although I did hear that there was this one resort in Iceland where there's this fancy restaurant where you can show up in your bathrobe. That changed neat. But you can just show up as you normally do. You don't need a suit and tie or anything, unless you want to wear a bow tie. Nah, I'm all shit. Are you and Amy gonna come on a double date? Actually, me and Tails are gonna have a bros night. Probably just hang out at the arcade, maybe go see the next showing of Blade Runner, and maybe come over to Mario and Luigi's place to try out that new game, Mario and Rabbids Kingdom Battle. But I hope your date goes well. I hope it does too. After dinner, I might show her around my lab. Now to take this robe off and get myself ready. Seanic, I don't think your date starts for many hours. Well, in that case, I'll just keep my robe on and just hang out with you guys in the meantime, because nothing's better than 3 guys just chilling out in bathrobes doing guy things. Oh, speaking of which...
Is that?
Yes, Tails, that's Aurora. You weren't kidding when you said that you and her had matching robes. So far, I think she's a lot better than Samantha by far. I don't have any hard feelings towards Samantha in any way, because I don't want her to feel bad. Normally, when the female dumps the male would want revenge and for harm to come upon her. But I'm not that kind of person, nor would I ever be. At least you're being mature about this situation, I guess. But nothing can change the fact that I still miss being with Samantha. She and I have been friends for over 10 years, and we didn't become a couple until Charles and Gemma died. And out of nowhere, she announces that she never wants to see me again. Is it my PTSD that made her do this to me? And she's given up on me because I have panic attacks every few weeks? Is it because I complain too much about the negative aspects of my life that she doesn't want to hear any more from me? I don't think so, but can we just drop this? I don't want you to get any more depressed than you have been all weekend. I'm really worried about you, Seanic. Ever since you started to develop PTSD, I've been worrying about you constantly. It hurts me seeing you like this. I'm worried that the PTSD will get too much to the point where you actually commit suicide. And it's bad enough they had to stop you from swallowing cyanide pills. I just don't want to lose you to demons that keep haunting you from the past. Because when I see you suffer like this, it brings me back to the time where I was in your shoes. What do you know about this? Everything. I know what it feels like to not fully recover from a life-threatening event. I know what it feels like to not get enough sleep at night and have nightmares about my own death. I actually died in real life, Seanic. How do you expect to recover from that? And trust me when I say this, getting stabbed with a poison dagger is not as bad as actually dying. When Mephiles stabbed me in the heart when I was with Elise, all I saw was darkness. There was no heaven or hell where I could go after that. Just darkness dragging you down, with no chance of escape. I cannot scream for help. I cannot pull in 127 hours just to break myself free from the darkness dragging me down. Nothing. No matter what I did, nothing would escape the darkness after death. That is what death feels like, Seanic. I know this because I felt it. So if you're that scared of death as I am, then I would not recommend suicide. And if anyone out there thinks that I'm only scared of water, then you're gravely mistaken. Not only am I scared of water, but I'm also scared of death. Not just my own, but the people I care about, especially my brother. Thanks, Seanic. Maybe a round of the Shauna could help you. I suppose so, but I might go in there again with Aurora later tonight. If she wants to bring her robe, she can. Robes are optional for the Shauna. Most of the time that you and I go in there, we just have towels wrapped around ourselves after going into the hot tub, since that's normal sauna etiquette. Even though we sometimes break that etiquette by wearing the robes inside the sauna. Only sometimes. It just depends on our mood prior to entering the sauna. Yeah, let's just stop talking and go for a round in the sauna. I kinda need it after this whole breakup thing. Plus, I want to be looking nice for my date tonight.
Hey, Seanic.
Hi, Aurora. That's a nice dress you got there.
Thanks. It used to be my mom's until she grew out of it. Am I late?
Nope, you're right on time.
Good evening. I am going to be your server for the night. Have you two been here before?
Actually, no, I haven't.
Me neither.
Welcome. Can I start you two off with something to drink?
I'll just have iced tea, please.
And for you?
I'll just have a Coke, please.
Is Pepsi alright with you?
Yes, that's fine.
I'll be right over.
God, don't you always hate it when you ask for a Coke and they end up having Pepsi products instead? It gets super annoying.
Yeah, tell me about it.
I mean, I do like both, but Coke is usually my go-to. So I'm more used to asking about Coca-Cola products.
It's just like going up to a McDonald's and asking for a Whopper.
Here you go. Are you ready to order? Or would you like a few minutes to decide?
Do you know what you want?
Yes, can I have the chicken parmesan?
What kind of pasta would you like with that?
I'll take the spaghetti.
Would you like any soup or salads with that?
I'll take the Caesar salad.
Named after that dude from Planet of the Apes. I'm just gonna have spaghetti with meatballs.
Of course. I shall be back in a few minutes with your meals.
So, Seanic, did anybody stare at you while you were walking home in your bathrobe this afternoon?
Only a couple people, but it's all fine.
While we're at it, can you tell me about your lab? Besides the fact that there's a secret entrance.
You're absolutely gonna love it in there. I built it with my own two hands. Basically, I won a lot of money playing poker at the Casino Night Zone, and I used that money to build my own lab underneath my house. Also, it's more than just a lab. It's also a lounge area. I set up a lot of cool stuff down there, like an HD TV, a home theater, a pool table, a dance floor, a hot tub, arcade machines for Pac-Man and Galaga, piano, dartboard, you name it. It's one of the best places to host a party.
That sounds like fun. And a hot tub? No way!
Yes way, I also have a sauna in there.
You have a sauna too? That's just amazing!
I know, right? I just call it the sauna. It's one of my favorite things to do after an exciting day of fighting crime alongside my brother. And just a long day working on experiments.
I don't think you told me about any of your inventions.
I have this special type of medicine called instant cure medicine that cures diseases and heals injuries in 5 seconds. I invented a Rubik's Cube that had 6 cool features depending on what side you solved. But unfortunately, that gadget is gone now because when I was going on vacation to Rio de Janeiro last summer, let's just say that I blew it up as we were trying to save the world.
Oh yeah, I saw the closing ceremonies on TV. And I think I saw you there. The cameras pointing at you showed you holding a machine gun. Are you really the type of guy who uses guns?
As a matter of fact, yes. I actually made those guns myself, bullets and all. It's actually way easier than it sounds. I even let Sonic use some of my guns. But every time he takes a gun out, he always says this corny line that is sure to get old any second now. I only use this gun for emergencies. Even though it's kinda true. Sonic doesn't normally use guns in combat. I'm sure you see Sonic kicking the ass at some point. Oh, sorry. I have a tendency to use naughty words.
Don't worry about it, I'm used to it.
So anyway, about my trip to Rio de Janeiro. It was really crazy and fucked up, pardon my French.
Again, it's okay. I sometimes use those words myself.
That's good to know. But anywhoosies, Sonic passed out on stage during the opening ceremonies, and an old enemy from his past captured him and tortured him with a poison dagger. And he had to spend the next night in the hospital, breathing into an oxygen mask.
Oh god, that's horrible. Is he okay now? Does he still need that oxygen mask?
No, he does not. Also, when you're near him, don't mention any of this stuff to him. He's really sensitive about certain topics, especially with bad things that happened to him in the past.
Oh, kind of like PTSD?
Yeah, I guess you could say that.
I am so sorry.
Oh yeah, about that. After he got out of the hospital, he didn't need that oxygen mask again. But for the next 3 nights, he was having these horrible nightmares. And he almost woke up the hotel we were staying at with his screaming.
If I ever meet Sonic, I want to give that poor guy a hug.
But Sonic is doing fine now. He's recovered from that PTSD for the most part.
Here you go. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to call me over.
Thank you.
That spaghetti looks good.
Yeah, nobody can resist a good plate of spaghetti with a couple meatballs on top.
Had we both been sharing that plate of spaghetti, then it would have turned into...
Lady and the Tramp.
How did you know what I was going to say?
It was a hunch. Plus, I'm a big fan of Disney films.
Dude, I could literally sing the entire soundtrack to The Little Mermaid by heart.
I can even sing the soundtracks to Tangled, The Lion King, and Mulan. Even though it would sound kind of awkward if a guy like me sang all the female parts.
Tell me about it. A Sean Connery talking hedgehog singing part of your world? Now that would sound silly.
What about a Sean Connery talking hedgehog singing Let It Go or How Far I'll Go from Moana? I actually recorded myself singing those songs, and I thought it sounded fine. Unfortunately, I deleted those recordings because they took up a lot of storage space on my computer, but I wish you could have heard them.
Alright.
And after we're done with our dinner, I can show you around my lab. How does that sound?
That sounds wonderful. Quick question. Will I need to grab anything for the hot tub or the sauna?
Besides a towel, not much. But you can bring your bathrobe if you want.
Even though I wore mine that same morning?
It's your choice. I sometimes wear mine when using the sauna.
Come to think of it, before I enter your lab, I might need to change out of this dress.
Just don't take it off in front of me.
Why would I ever do that?
Exactly. A lot of perverts are like that, but not me.
At least you're not like my last 4 boyfriends.
Were they, you know?
Kinda, but my last boyfriend wasn't as perverted as my other 3 exes. And neither are you. You're different from all my past boyfriends.
Did you just call me your boyfriend?
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
Isn't this only our first date?
Actually, our second. Our first date was breakfast at my place in our matching bathrobes.
Touché. So, about that tour of the lab.
Well, Seanic, you were right about the sauna. It's super relaxing.
I know, right, Aurora?
What?
Oh, nothing.
I'm excited to see the rest of this lab. So far, it looks amazing.
Ready to get out?
Yeah.
Right this way, madam. The tour of the Shauna Cave is about to get started. And FYI, this place isn't actually called the Shauna Cave.
I knew that.
Over there, we have the working table where I keep all my test tubes, beakers, and Bunsen burners. And right over there is where I keep my microscopes and scales. In that closet over there, I keep safety equipment in there, like my lab coat, safety goggles, medical masks, and gloves.
Is that where you hang your robe if you're not wearing it?
Actually, no. It goes in my bedroom closet. But that's besides the point. Also, in that closet are my handy-dandy insecure first aid supplies.
Are you going to make me prick my finger on the spindle of a spinning wheel just so you can test your medicine on me?
No. Over there's my voice-activated smoothie maker.
Where is Sonic right now?
He's just hanging out with Tails for the night.
I really want a chance to meet Sonic.
You will.
So where were we?
I was just showing you the voice-activated smoothie maker. You already saw the hot tub and the sauna. And you saw most of my working area. Want to do something fun while we're still cooling off from the sauna?
I don't know.
If you want to take your robe off, feel free to do it anytime you want.
Okay, and don't worry. I brought some clothes here.
How about we play around in Super Smash Brothers? I have it all set up over there.
Alright.
Oh yes, that was fun.
I agree. Thanks for showing me around your lab, Sonic.
No problem, Aurora.
I might have to get going soon.
Wait, don't go. I want to know a few more things about you.
Like what?
Your last boyfriend and such.
Well, his name was Brad. Brad was a really handsome guy, and he would always be there to help me when I had problems. I dated 3 other guys before I met Brad at high school. Those guys, as I probably told you, were perverts. So I dumped them. I dated Brad because he wasn't like those other guys. He was one of the only people who understood me. And yes, my parents named me after the main character from Sleeping Beauty, since it is one of their favorite Disney films growing up. And yes, it was mine too. And then middle school started, and all the new kids made fun of my own name and how I looked.
I'm so sorry.
The 3 exes before Brad did the same thing to me. After being perverts, when I dumped the 3rd ex, he threatened to hurt me, until Brad told him to fuck off. He asked me if I was okay, and that's where our love story began. We did a lot of fun things together, like going to the movies, seeing the fireworks in the park, and sharing milkshakes at the local malt shop. He kept telling me that I was the most beautiful girl out there, and that there was nobody like me. This was the first time I felt happiness since all the bullies kept picking on me in middle school. He made a promise to me that he would never leave my side. But then, 8 months later, Brad dumps me. He said he didn't love me anymore. He said I wasn't good enough for him anymore. That really hurt me. It broke my heart into pieces. I thought my whole entire world shattered when Brad dumped me. Minutes after he dumped me, I thought about suicide. So I ran right into the middle of the road, waiting to get hit by a bus. And then, along came you.
I'm so sorry, Aurora. I just wish I'd met you sooner.
Would have been nice, but something had to come back and ruin everything for me.
I wish it didn't have to be like that. Also, there's something I need to tell you.
What is it?
You are not the only one who went through a horrible breakup.
You mean?
Yeah, a couple days ago, my girlfriend who I'd been dating for 5 years, just suddenly, out of nowhere, broke up with me.
Oh my gosh. I am so sorry.
Her name was Samantha. She and I have been friends for over 10 years. I first met her as I was about to head to my first day of school. Don't laugh at this, but I went to Mobotropolis University at age 7.
I won't. But you're really that smart?
Yeah, I was raised by 2 local scientists. One of them was actually an inventor. That was my foster father, Charles. They raised me after I ran away to live in the city, after my biological mother died in a car accident. Authorities believe that it was Dr. Eggman who killed my mother, Alina. But it wasn't Eggman. It involved a drunk driver. When I heard the news, I ran away to live in the city. I was only 5 years old when this happened. It was dark, and cold, and rainy. I couldn't find shelter. So, I just sat in an alley in the middle of the rain, and I was crying. Then Charles and his wife Gemma found me crying in the middle of the alley, and they decided to adopt me when they found out about my mother. Now, back to Samantha. I was walking to school because it was very close to where my foster parents lived, and I ran into her. She and I raced to the ice cream stand, and she and I became friends. We've been friends for a few years, and then I felt a connection towards her. I saved her from being mugged by a bunch of drunk hobos, and she would always come to the science fair to see my projects. She and I even went to the movie theater to see Quantum of Solace, as well as some other movies like The Princess and the Frog and Tangled. She and I would also hang out with another friend of mine named Jean, who I see as a sister. Jean took the same classes at me at Mobotropolis University, and she and I became close friends.
Did you and Samantha ever kiss?
A few times, but I didn't truly confess my love to her until one tragic night.
Tragic night?
My foster parents, on the day that I graduated from college at age 15, they were murdered.
Oh gosh, Seanic, you poor guy.
Charles taught me everything I know about science and inventing, and he convinced me to never give up, and that with my inventions, I would change the world forever.
Who killed them?
The authorities believe that Eggman was behind the murder, but I don't think that's right. I don't even know who actually killed my foster parents, or if they're still out there. And that is when I remember that Sonic was my brother. I looked long and hard for Sonic, and he was hard to find. Eventually, he appeared out of nowhere, and that's how he and I reunited after I ran away to live in the city. And since then, Samantha was still dating me. She and I used to talk on Skype, and she and I would also get milkshakes at the Red Robin. and she kept supporting me and Sonic while we dealt with a really disgusting YouTube video.
Is that the video with Sonic puking?
Yeah. She was also there when Sonic and I were at the movie theater, and we were getting out from seeing Spectre.
Oh yeah, I remember seeing Spectre. When it was in theaters, it was a good movie.
Did you run into two blue hedgehogs who kept arguing in German?
I don't think so.
Then you probably went to see it on a different day for me and Sonic. Samantha and I have been dating for more than 5 years. And out of nowhere, I got a text from her a few days ago. She told me that she was breaking up with me. My own girlfriend for 6 years, who looked after me and swore to be there for me even in the darkest of times, just dumps me. I guess our relationship just lost its spark. Even though part of me thinks it was linked to other bad things that happened to me this year.
What bad things?
Remember, back in the restaurant, when I told you that Sonic had PTSD for quite some time, back in Rio de Janeiro?
Yeah.
You're probably gonna be shocked when I say this, but I have PTSD too.
Seanic.
I've been dealing with PTSD all year. When Sonic, Tails, and I were being sucked into some sort of dimensional portal, we ended up with 2 different versions of us. In one dimension, I was a prince, and Sonic was a king. The king of all of Mobius. Tails got cursed with fire powers, and apparently, I was being raised by Lyric the Last Ancient. In fact, everyone in that dimension was at war with the Ancients. With the way that they described the Ancients to us, they sounded a lot like the Empire from Star Wars, or even the Nazis. And to be honest, the Ancients sound more like Nazis than all those other Star Wars bad guys. The other versions of us that we met were just weird. They were obsessed with ramen noodles and pot, and they were just flat out silly. Now, I'm just about to get to the part where my PTSD comes in. In this dimension we were in, we encountered more lethal versions of the Deadly Six. We swore we defeated them at the Battle of the Closing Ceremonies, but they captured me, and they experimented on me. They stuck a needle in me, and they drained the life force out of me, which they dubbed chaos energy, and I was slowly dying. Sonic was there, watching me die, and he pulled out a gun and almost attempted suicide. And then, he later turned into a darker version of himself, filled with rage. His eyes were disappearing, his fur was turning darker, and he turned into a demon, determined to murder the people who dared to do this to me. Then Sonic came to his senses, and they all got my life force back, and I was okay again. Or so I thought. A week later, I began to have nightmares about that whole fiasco with the Deadly Six draining my life force. I kept waking up in the middle of the night screaming. I'd been having constant panic attacks for many weeks, and over time, they just kept getting worse.
Seanic, I'm so sorry.
As soon as I started developing PTSD, I thought I was going insane. I even thought about suicide one time. It made it nearly impossible for me to work on inventions. But then, after a few weeks of therapy, I finally finished a new invention, the Legoizer. That's a little ray gun that turns objects and people into Legos. Sonic and I went on another dimensional adventure, where we got to meet with a bunch of fictional characters from many different movie and TV franchises, all in Lego form. I even got to meet Tom Cruise. Well, not really Tom Cruise.
Ethan Hunt?
Yeah, being with those fictional characters and talking to them really helped me get my mind off of things and my previous near-death experience. But all of that went to shit when Voldemort kept using the Cruciatus curse on me, after Lord Vortek kept asking me where the last of the Chaos Emeralds were.
Seanic, I just wish I was there to hold your hand and help you through this.
I wish you were there too. And a couple weeks after getting home from the Lego World, I got the text from Samantha saying that she wants to break up with me. I could not stop crying for hours. I was even seconds away from swallowing cyanide pills.
Seanic, no. Why were you even thinking that?
Because Samantha was the love of my life, and I'm lost without her.
Then let me help you back into the road again, and help you find your way.
But a few hours after that, I was having lunch with Sonic and Jean at the pizza place, and I saw you. And looking back, I'm glad I didn't swallow those pills. If I did, then you would have gotten hit by the bus and died.
So you and I both attempted suicide on the same day? And our previous dates broke up with us at the same time?
I guess you could say that. I didn't want to leave you all alone in the dark.
And I promise you, Seanic, that I will never leave your side. That is a promise that I intend to keep until the end of time. And I will never leave you all alone. If I did, then I would regret it immediately.
Me too. I never want to break up with you, Aurora. I don't want to leave you in worse pain than when I found you.
Oh, Seanic, I don't know what to say.
I love you.
You kissed me.
What?
The last time Brad kissed me felt like a long time ago. Months, years. And when you kissed me, the old Aurora, who lived most of her life depressed after getting bullied and neglected, disappeared. When you kissed me, I feel like a completely different person. More secure, more hopeful, more determined to be whoever I want to be with no one else to stop me. You really have changed my life forever, Seanic. Not unlike Brad. Me and Brad's romance began when he saved me from being bullied by my ex. And ours began with a much better love story. The day a brave blue scientist saved an innocent girl from taking her own life. I've always known that suicide wasn't going to make me feel any better about Brad breaking up with me. And yesterday, you proved it. Thank you so much for everything, Seanic. I wouldn't know where I'd be if you weren't there to push me out of the bus's way. I love you, Seanic the Hedgehog. This is the first time I've ever fully said that to somebody. I said that a few times to Brett, but those words lost their spark. They gained their spark again when I met you.
I'm trying so hard not to blush right now.
Even though we've been together for less than a couple days, I can already tell that you are a much better guy than Brad will ever be. Fuck, Brad. You're a million times better. You're talented. You have the best hangout spot ever. You are fully capable of coming around to help me whenever I need it. And you have a really cute voice.
But not as cute as yours. I do hope that Samantha can forgive me for this.
Forget her.
Yeah, you know what? You're a million times better than Samantha. And thanks to you, I'm in a much better place now than earlier in the year.
Thought you could use that.
And that's another thing. When you kiss me, it feels so magical. Like my PTSD is instantly vanquished. And I'm a much better person than I was at the start of the year.
I guess the same goes with me for you.
Want me to walk you out?
Okay, Shawnee-Coo. Look at these stars, Seanic. They look amazing tonight.
Want to know what would give the night sky a much better view?
What is that?
The Aurora Borealis.
Oh, Seanic. You're the first person I met who said those things to me.
Well,
I guess when you're in love, nature loves to put on a show for you and your significant other. Oh, hey Seanic, the sky sure looks pretty tonight. Tell me about it. Oh, is that Aurora?
Oh, you're Sonic. It's very nice to meet you.
Seanic's been telling me all about you. Has he been telling you secrets about me and him? What? No! It's okay, Seanic. Me and Tails and Mario had a fun bros night.
Me and Sonic had dinner at the Italian restaurant, and he showed me around his lab. And I already love it in there. I actually went into the sauna.
Oh yes, the Shauna. You can never go into Seanic's lab and not try out the Shauna at least once. So tell me, Seanic, did you and Aurora cuddle in your bathrobes tonight? Actually, we
kinda did. But we eventually took them off after a couple rounds of Super Smash Brothers. And he began to tell me about his rough life. I just feel so bad for the poor guy. PTSD? That must be really hard to live with.
Oh, trust me, I know. So, Seanic, I'm glad you decided to move on from your breakup with Samantha. And now you found the new girl of your dreams. Now, what did I tell you? Finding a girl isn't as hard as you think it is.
And finding the right guy isn't as hard as I thought either. But anyway, I had a great night tonight. Maybe I can call you and we can come up with a plan later this week.
Okay.
See you, Sonic.
Wait, Aurora.
What is it, Sonic?
I know you, I walked with you once upon a dream. I know you, that gleam in your eyes is so familiar a gleam, yet I know it's true, that visions are seldom all they seem. But if I know you, I know what you'll do. You'll love me at once, the way you did once upon a dream.
I can never thank you enough for everything that you did for me.
And I can't thank you enough for changing my life and helping me move on from my breakup with Samantha. And at last I see the light, and it's like the fog is lifted. Really, Sonic?
I'll call you later this week, Sonic. Bye.
Well, Seanic, I guess this is the start of a new and exciting journey.